Today, I wanted us to briefly chat about letting things go and learning to live in the present moment. Every single one of us has gone through a time in life where we have held on to things that were better off being left behind, but instead we choose to still carry them with us. Letting go is one of the most difficult things to do. Ironically, it is also one of the few actions we can take in order to move forward and grow from our past experiences, especially when trying to become better versions of ourselves, right? The truth is that both positive and negative experiences we encounter along the way give meaning to our lives, but we have conditioned ourselves to believe that somehow holding on to these things of the past, mostly the negatives, whether it be people, situations, or events, that by holding on to them, we are shielding ourselves from the emotional damage we may encounter, right? What I mean by this is that when we hold on to things, we tend to focus on the negatives so much that we start to become biased. And so when life hands us situations or when we encounter people that remind us of our past, we become biased based on those past experiences. Take relationships, for example. After we leave a bad relationship, oftentimes we become afraid of letting new people in because, well, we are afraid that a new relationship will turn out like the old one. And even if we decide to pursue this new relationship, we never really allow ourselves to fully trust our new partners. But until you learn to let go of your past and heal from it, you will always expect negative outcomes because, well, that is your entire focus. See, directing your focus on everything that could go wrong prevents you from experiencing all that life has to offer. Letting go involves learning how to appreciate life as it presents itself. Why don't you try seeing things beyond the act of letting go and looking forward to seeing the amount of room that you can create for new adventures or new things to take place in your life? A lot of times, the room you make yields something of equal value or even greater. Because when you don't live in the present moment, you become stuck, right? You stop learning and you stop growing because you eventually become conditioned to repetitious thoughts, emotions, or even behaviors that no longer serve you or no longer have room in your life, in your present life. If you want to allow yourself some room to grow, then try evaluating everything and asking yourself whether whatever you're holding on to is really worth it. You know, the human mind is a funny thing. See, our brains will always try to understand or question things every time our equilibrium is thrown off. For example, when something negative affects us. That is because we try to make sense of why we feel the way that we feel, and it's probably because, well, we want to stop ourselves from ever feeling that way again. But there is no need in trying to dissect the past or trying to find answers to everything because, well, pain, suffering, or anything else that we deem as negative emotion will always be part of life. And even let's say you just know the hows and the whys of everything that happened in the past, there is still no guarantee that it will never happen again. So instead of asking yourself questions such as, how can I change what happened or my past? Ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? When you do this, you start to focus more on yourself. Now, in those instances where you are giving up something that you love, I think it is also important, or it helps to know that the love we had for that thing or for that person is never really lost. It just transforms itself into a love for something else. You have to get out of your comfort zone at some point and move on to bigger and better opportunities that are waiting for you. Trust me, there are endless possibilities out there for you. Possibilities for new friendships, possibilities for relationships, job opportunities, possibilities for new love, joy and peace in your life, and even a brand new life. I think that once you are honest with yourself about what needs to go, then you truly start to see your full potential and the amount of growth that can happen in all aspects of your life. If you're having trouble letting go, I find it helpful to practice mindfulness. Now, the idea behind mindfulness is to train your mind to be in the here and now because, let's face it, our minds are always wandering, right? Another thing is to try being kind and gentle with yourself. Acknowledge everything that's happened as well as your feelings and emotions about the situation. And then choose to forgive yourself or someone else for the hurt. Sometimes you also need to experience all your emotions in order to let things go. Actually, let me rephrase that. Experience emotions all the time. I know that we're used to trying to bottle everything up and trying to find distractions from it all. But when you do this, you disconnect yourself from what makes you the person that you are. The bottom line is that letting go is very difficult, it is very scary, and it comes with a lot of uncertainty. But if you learn to let go and start practicing living in the present moment, so many positive things will start to happen to you. I want to leave you with a quote that I came across a while back that says, "Today expect something good to happen to you, no matter what occurred yesterday. Realize the past no longer holds you captive. It can only continue to hurt you if you hold on to it. Let the past go. A simply abundant world awaits you." So I hope that these few words that I have shared with you here today help you in getting one step closer to letting everything go and pursuing the abundant world that is waiting for you. As always, my name is Cynthia, and thank you so much for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Ciao.